But first, a new report has found smoking cannabis is linked to a quarter of new cases of psychosis. Scientists studied people smoking strong forms of the drug and have concluded it can lead to serious mental illness. Sally Biddulph has the details.
Lighting up. Every day, 3.5 tons of cannabis are consumed in the UK. Research now suggests those using stronger cannabis, so-called skunk, account for 1 in 4 mental health patients suffering from delusions or hallucinations. The study looked at 780 people over several years. It found 24% of all new psychosis patients were using potent cannabis, and their risk of psychosis was 3 times higher than non-users, rising to 5 times higher with daily use. Those behind the research weren't surprised by the findings.
When you think about cannabis, it's like about any other drug of abuse, even legal ones, like for instance alcohol. So I would have expected that if we did look at the type of cannabis, which was the equivalent of vodka in the alcohol example, we would have expected a greater effect than if we look at a type of cannabis that was like, I don't know, the lager of cannabis such as hashish.
The government says the correlation between psychosis and potent cannabis is why it remains an illegal Class B drug. It can cause harm. That very same argument is used by those in favour of legalising it.
Regulation of the cannabis market would control who has access to cannabis and what's in the cannabis. You'd have labelling which showed what the THC content was. You'd have some form of age requirements, so people would have to show ID, and it would just be safer for everybody.
While this study showed a link between regular skunk use and psychosis, it found no link between the condition and the use of weaker cannabis, hash. Medical evidence is growing, but so too is the movement to make cannabis legal and take control of a £6 billion industry. Sally Biddulph, ITV News.